Welcome and thank you for joining us. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanziba Noreen. Today we have brought top and trending news from across the nation and the world. Let's begin with the headlines. Trump met Argentina's Milei before conservative summit in Florida. Trump nominee Pete Hegseth cleared of past assault claim amid criticism. Stephen Cheung named communications director in Trump's White House. Trump skips FBI background checks for controversial cabinet nominees. Mike Pence opposes RFK Jr. as health secretary, calls for Senate rejection. NYC announces first ever civil service exam for public safety jobs. Governor Hochul celebrates completion of 270 affordable homes on Staten Island. Princess Yuriko, Japan's oldest royal, dies at 101. Zelensky criticizes Scholz's call with Putin, warns it could prolong the war. Sri Lankan President's coalition secures a strong victory in general election. Zverev reaches ATP final semis, Alcaraz faces elimination. And Juventus end Pogba's contract after doping ban reduced. You were listening to headlines, now news in detail. Donald Trump recently met Argentina's President Javier Milei in Florida ahead of a major conservative investment summit. Trump described the meeting as an honor and praised Milei for his leadership and vision. This marked the first meeting between Trump and a foreign leader since Trump's U.S. presidential election victory on November 5. The meeting occurred at Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort during a gala event. Milei congratulated Trump, saying his win was a sign that the forces of heaven were on their side. Trump in return referred to Milei as a mega person and praised him for his work to make Argentina great again. Milei, a self-proclaimed anarcho-capitalist, also delivered a speech at the gala criticizing high taxes and wealth redistribution systems. He highlighted Elon Musk's efforts to save humanity through his social media platform X and efficient governance. Musk is expected to lead Trump's Department of Government Efficiency. Milei is attending the Conservative Political Action Conference Investor Summit and has expressed hopes of negotiating a free trade agreement with the U.S. once Trump assumes office. The event gathered prominent conservative figures including Nigel Farage and Liz Truss. Pete Hegseth, chosen by President-elect Donald Trump as Defense Secretary, faced a sexual assault allegation from 2017 but was not charged, police confirmed. The alleged incident took place at the Hyatt Regency Monterey Hotel in California during a Republican Women's Convention from October 7 to 8, 2017. The allegation, reported on October 12 that year, involved an unnamed accuser. The Monterey police investigated but found no grounds for charges. Hexet's lawyer Timothy Perletter stated he was cleared. It didn't happen. Hexet, a former Fox News host and Army National Guard captain, has served in Afghanistan, Iraq, and Guantanamo Bay. His last day at Fox News was Tuesday, the day Trump announced his nomination. The allegation resurfaced as Hexet faced criticism for his controversial views, including opposing women in combat roles and advocating the removal of officials from the military. Trump's communications director, Stephen Chung, defended him, saying Hexet is highly qualified and no charges were filed. If confirmed, Hexet plans to focus on military reforms and enhancing national security. Trump praised him as ready to make America safe and great again. Hexet's confirmation process is expected to begin soon. Donald Trump has appointed Stephen Chung, his campaign spokesperson for the 2024 election, as the White House communications director, according to sources. Chung, who played key roles in Trump's 2016 and 2020 campaigns, is known for his sharp communication style and loyalty to Trump's team. Chung, 42 years old, was raised in California by Chinese immigrant parents and started his career working for Republican campaigns. He later joined the Ultimate Fighting Championship as a communications professional before becoming part of Trump's 2016 presidential team. After Trump's victory, Chung served as a special assistant to the president and assistant communications director in the White House. During the 2024 campaign, Chung was instrumental in crafting bold statements that reflected Trump's aggressive style, targeting opponents like Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Despite his fiery rhetoric, Chung worked to build strong relations with the press, collaborating with senior advisors such as Jason Miller and Daniel Alvarez. Earlier this week, Trump also announced Taylor Budwick as Deputy Chief of Staff for Communications and Personnel. However, Trump has yet to select a press secretary. Chung's new role signals his continued influence in Trump's team as they prepare for the administration ahead. Donald Trump's transition team has skipped FBI background checks for some of his cabinet nominees, relying on private investigators instead. This unusual move reduced the chance of nominees being rejected for Senate confirmation due to past issues or conflicts of interest. The FBI's background checks, which have been a tradition for decades, help review nominees for criminal records, conflicts of interest, or personal liabilities. Trump's legal advisors reportedly drafted a memo supporting this approach, reflecting his belief that the FBI is part of a deep state against him. Three of Trump's picks have raised concerns. Matt Gaetz, the Attorney General nominee, was previously investigated for alleged sex trafficking. Tulsi Gabbard, nominated for Director of National Intelligence, faced criticism for alleged pro-Russian views. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the Health Secretary nominee, has admitted to past drug addiction. Gaetz openly criticized the FBI recently, suggesting abolishing agencies like the FBI and ATF. If nominees refuse FBI checks, the Senate can request reviews, though limited information might be available. Trump could bypass the process by granting security clearance after taking office in January, as he did during his first presidency. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Former Vice President Mike Pence urged Senate Republicans to reject Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s nomination as Health Secretary. Pence criticized Kennedy for supporting abortion rights, calling it a departure from the pro-life policies of the Trump-Pence administration. Kennedy's stance on vaccines also drew widespread criticism. Health experts warned that his nomination could harm public health. Dr. Ashish Jha, former COVID-19 coordinator, called Kennedy's views a clear danger. Dr. Richard Beshear, former acting CDC director, said Kennedy's anti-vaccine claims have undermined public trust. Donald Trump nominated Kennedy this week, praising him during a Florida event. Trump said Kennedy could bring new ideas to improve health policies. Democrats strongly opposed the nomination. California Representative Robert Garcia called Kennedy a conspiracy theorist, while Massachusetts Representative Jake Auchincloss vowed to fight against him. Shares of major vaccine companies fell after the announcement, reflecting market concerns. Pence also criticized Trump's other controversial picks, including Matt Gaetz for Attorney General. Gaetz faces backlash over past misconduct allegations, and his Senate confirmation is expected to be difficult. With a Republican Senate majority next year, Trump's nominees face mixed support, and confirmation battles are likely in the months ahead. New York City Mayor Eric Adams and DCAS Commissioner Luis Molina announced a new civil service exam allowing candidates to qualify for multiple public safety roles with a single test. Nearly 900 positions are currently available across city agencies, including NYPD school safety agents, traffic enforcement agents, and various special officers. The first exam, open for applications until November 29, 2024, will reduce application costs and streamline hiring. Previously, applicants had to pay separate fees for multiple exams. Now, one fee of $47 covers all. Additional exams are planned for 2025, offering over 2,000 jobs in roles like NYPD police officers and urban park rangers. The exam is set to begin on January 10, 2025, at testing centers citywide. Successful candidates will be placed on a hiring list for up to 4 years. Mayor Adams emphasized that public safety is essential for prosperity, inviting New Yorkers to seize this opportunity for meaningful careers. Commissioner Molina called the exam a chance to build stable futures with pensions and benefits. This initiative is part of the city's broader efforts to create accessible job opportunities, with crime rates declining steadily throughout 2024. Governor Kathy Hochul announced the completion of the Pearl, a 270-unit affordable housing project in Staten Island's Bay Street corridor. This $155 million development includes 138 supportive apartments for formerly homeless seniors and retail spaces. It supports Governor Hochul's $25 billion housing plan, which aims to create or preserve 100,000 affordable homes across New York. The Pearl was developed by BFC Partners and Self-Help Realty Group, with apartments for households earning up to 80% of the area median income. The 12-story building offers amenities such as roof terraces, a fitness area, a children's room, and outdoor spaces. Retail shops will occupy 10,000 square feet on the ground floor. The supportive apartments were funded through the Empire State Supportive Housing Initiative, providing wellness programs, nutrition workshops, and transportation to health care for residents. The energy-efficient building meets green communities and Energy Star standards, using Energy Star appliances, LED lighting, and efficient heating and cooling systems. State funding included $45.6 million in tax-exempt bonds, 66.8 million in tax credits and 1.4 million in subsidies. The site also benefited from the Brownfield Cleanup Program, encouraging environmentally responsible development. Now it's time for global updates. Princess Yuriko, Japan's oldest royal and sister-in-law of wartime Emperor Hirohito, passed away on Friday at the age of 101. The Imperial Household Agency confirmed that Yuriko died in a Tokyo hospital after her health had declined in recent weeks. The cause of death was not disclosed. Born in 1923, Yuriko married Prince Mikasa, Emperor Hirohito's younger brother, at age 18, just before World War II began. During the war, her home was destroyed in U.S. bombings and she lived in a shelter with her husband and infant daughter. Yuriko later raised 5 children, supported her husband's historical research and fulfilled royal duties while promoting maternal and child health. Yuriko outlived her husband, Prince Mikasa, and all 3 of their sons. Her death leaves the imperial family with only 16 members, including 4 males, raising concerns about the future of the royal lineage. Yuriko had remained active until a stroke and pneumonia in March affected her health. Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba offered condolences and Emperor Naruhito and his family mourned her loss. Public condolences will be accepted starting today as announced by the palace. We'll be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. You are watching latest global updates. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky warned that German Chancellor Olaf Scholz's recent phone call with Russian President Vladimir Putin would open a Pandora's box. Scholz spoke to Putin on Friday, urging him to withdraw Russian troops from Ukraine and seek peace. This was the first such call between a Western leader and Putin since December 2022. During the one-hour conversation, Scholz reiterated Germany's commitment to supporting Ukraine in its fight against Russia's invasion. According to the Kremlin, Putin insisted that any peace talks must reflect Russia's territorial claims and the conflict's root causes. Scholz also raised concerns over North Korean troops reportedly aiding Russian forces in Ukraine. Zelensky criticized the call, stating that it would weaken Putin's isolation and prolong the war. He said Scholz's actions might lead to more talks that help Russia's position. Meanwhile, Zelensky has expressed optimism about a quicker end to the war under U.S. President-elect Donald Trump, though he stressed that Ukraine needs a fair peace. Scholz's move has sparked political tension in Germany as the country faces challenges in supporting Ukraine's defense. Sri Lankan President Anura Kumara Dissanayke's leftist coalition won a decisive victory in a snap general election, gaining a strong mandate to implement his plans to tackle poverty and corruption. This victory, which includes unexpected support from the north and east of the country, home to the Tamil minority, shows a shift toward change in Sri Lanka, analysts said. The win strengthens political stability, but there are concerns about the future direction of policies, particularly regarding Dissanayke's intentions to renegotiate terms with the International Monetary Fund after the country's financial crisis. The new government will also face challenges in leadership as many of the coalition's members lack experience in governance and policy making. Dissanayake, who won the presidential election in September, dissolved his parliament and called for the snap election after his coalition held only 3 seats. The strong electoral result will give him significant political power, but it also comes with high expectations from the public, particularly regarding cost of living issues and economic reforms. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. Alexander Zverev reached the semi-finals of the ATP Finals after defeating Carlos Alcaraz 7-6, 6-4. The victory marked Zverev's third win in as many matches, securing his spot in the last 4. Alcaraz, who won Wimbledon and Roland Garros this year, struggled in Turin and now faces the possibility of elimination from the season-ending tournament. Alcaraz now relies on an unlikely scenario to stay in the competition. He needs Russian Andrei Rublev, who has lost his last 6 finals matches, to defeat Norwegian Casper Ruud in straight sets. With Zverev's qualification from the John Newcombe group, 3 of the 4 semi-final spots are now filled, with Jannik Sinner and Taylor Fritz also advancing from the Ilie Nastase group. The final group match will determine if Alcaraz can extend his tournament run. Juventus announced the termination of Paul Pogba's contract effective November 30, 2024. Despite his doping ban being reduced to 18 months on appeal, the Serie A club decided to part ways with the French midfielder. Pogba can return to competitive football in March after the Court of Arbitration for Sport reduced his initial 4-year suspension to 18 months. CAS accepted that Pogba's failed test for testosterone was due to mistakenly taking a prescribed supplement, but stated he should have been more careful. Pogba rejoined Juventus in 2022 but faced numerous setbacks, including injuries and off-field issues. He played only 10 matches for the club since returning from Manchester United and last appeared in September 2022. Juve, rebuilding under coach Thiago Motta, invested heavily in new midfielders this summer. They currently sit 6th in Serie A, 2 points behind leaders Napoli. Pogba's exit marks the end of a turbulent chapter in his career. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 19,733.58. The NYSE Composite is decreased by 111.84 points or 0.56%. Tokyo stock close price is 38,642.91. The Nikkei 225 index is decreased by 107.21 points or 0.28%. Shanghai stock close price is 3,330.73. The Shanghai index is increased by 49.11 points or 1.45%. Hong Kong stock close price is 19,426.34. The Hang Seng index is decreased by 9.47 points or 0.05%. Bombay stock close price is 77,580.31. The Sensex index is decreased by 110.64 points or 0.14%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. Trump met Argentina's Milei before conservative summit in Florida. Trump nominee Pete Hegseth cleared of past assault claim amid criticism. Stephen Cheung named communications director in Trump's White House. Trump skips FBI background checks for controversial cabinet nominees. Mike Pence opposes RFK Jr. as health secretary, calls for Senate rejection. NYC announces first ever civil service exam for public safety jobs. Governor Hochul celebrates completion of 270 affordable homes on Staten Island. Princess Yuriko, Japan's oldest royal, dies at 101. Zelensky criticizes Scholz's call with Putin, warns it could prolong the war. Sri Lankan President's coalition secures a strong victory in general election. Zverev reaches ATP final semis, Alcaraz faces elimination. And Juventus end Pogba's contract after doping ban reduced. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with the Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.